You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle.
Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Another run to Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This defense looking for a good stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant, He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for the defender to shadow him across all that ground.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Try the right side with Mitchell. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I think our statistician ended up wearing the blue tent and putting around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. Remember, right down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Given 4 on the carry, that'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to bring big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saves back at the 31. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at their own 25-yard line. Now Locke. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. In motion comes the tight end left. On 1st down, Locke. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Locke will try again on 2nd down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw it is Locke. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw again on second down. Lock. And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 33 yards. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is taken at about the 14. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Lock going to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially nothing on that with no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where the set of down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From his own end zone, Lance on 3rd and long. Completes it to Samuel. And he will step out of bounds all the way up at the 45-yard line.
A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They run over center with Mitchell. Tariq Woolen in on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
From midfield, here's Lance.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack in the campaign.
So far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. So you can imagine when we came 3rd and long, the drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Returnable for Lockett. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Lockett in motion right. On 2nd and inches. Lock. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And some room to work. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Caught left side, it's Beckham.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 at the finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week are pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
On play action, Lance.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now Lance. He finds Kittle going across the field.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Lockett. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Pass complete on the out route to Beckham.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Block it in motion right. Block now on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
A final shot before half for Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Beckham.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Locke looks to throw it again. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, his 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance, he'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. In motion, the tight end. Throwing again on second down. Locke dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. It's complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks use the short field to get in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards, first down, Niners.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Lance again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing his lance on third down. And this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Lance and company going on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 55 yards. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Here's Locke. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Locke. Returning right back to Lockett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Locke to Lockett for the Seattle first. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Locke now on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 down at the 33. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Again, it's Locke. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Right. Faster.
After the sack on 1st down, Lance trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit it over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Block at the man in motion. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And my goodness, another interception.
picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Darrell Taylor, his second sack of the night.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And now here's another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. We're going to take chances, and that one ends up with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To try again after the sack. Lance, he's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And Lance going to throw.
Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Desperation time here. Lance.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Locke going to throw it here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Locke now to throw. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing now is Lance. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Lance. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot there.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this is